Welcome back to Wrenches in Motion, where if it ain't broke, I ain't buying it. And today we are working on my friend Jamie's 1991. Let's see if we can get a good look at it. It's a Nissan Pathfinder. I believe it's got the VG30 6-cylinder in it. And let's take a look inside. It's got the manual trans, which is very nice. And the best thing of all, that's right, 55,000 miles. In case you didn't see it, there's a 0 in the front. Yeah, so I don't know where he got this, but that's pretty awesome. Overall, it's in great shape. We do see a little bit of rust starting on the rocker. It's not a big deal. I think we can get that taken care of. Some of the trim, like this, the black is like coming off the trim here. That's a normal thing. Usually we just sand them down and repaint them. Tires are okay. Our plan is to get this running enough so that we can take this and my Jeep Cherokee out four-wheeling. Yeah, oh, you can see the pollen. Oh my gosh, it is bad around here. It does have the roof racks, which is nice. But what it's doing is well, what we're in the process of is swapping an injector. And I'm going to stop right now. And I'm going to throw in some video that I did earlier. And then we'll come back to this. It was stored for a while and it's had a dead miss. So we pulled the plug wire off of the cylinders, trying to figure out which one it was, and sure enough, number 2 made no difference. So we know we had a problem with number 2. He had new spark plugs, which is nice. We didn't change them though, and I said, well, just for the heck of it, go ahead and buy an injector, because it's either the spark plugs or the injector. And his brother-in-law just changed spark plugs, so we figured it probably was not that. He also did the wires, so we got new plugs and wires. And then we come down here, and as we're taking them out, look at number 2. All the rest of them are like sooty, they've been running a little bit rich. Number 2 is like never had gas in it at all. And we checked the spark at number 2. It was there, but it was kind of weak. So we replaced the spark plugs with some new NGKs, even though these are new. And he's got an injector, and he's on his way over. We're going to swap this injector out, which is located right here. And Nissan, I hate you for putting Phillips screws to hold the injector down, because those are solid. So he's bringing an impact screwdriver. And hopefully we can get this injector out of the rail without breaking it. I really don't want to, break a screw or do something with the rail. But also, Nissan, this intake system, what a pain in the butt. I hate it. I really do. This is a VG30 3-liter V6. And yeah, we've got it pretty well torn apart. So hopefully we can get that injector swapped out and get this thing back up to running. Okay, we're back to this. Now, this is part of the injector here. Get this out of the way. So here's our injector we're trying to replace. It's supposed to look like that, the pink top. There's a metal hat that goes on top of here. That's sitting right here. It's got this spacer in there to hold the injector down. What you need to do is there's 2 Phillips screws that hold the injector down. On this one, we couldn't get either of them out, so we just drilled the heads off and then used our fingers and got the rest of the screw out once we took that hat off. But now we can't get the injector out. We broke the plastic off trying to pry it out. It spins around with the pliers, but it won't come out. So Today what I'm going to try to do is get this injector out. Maybe the best way is to clamp vice grips on it and try to get some leverage and pry it. I tried 2 vice grips and a hammer, tried to knock it out, but there's not really a lot of room to swing a hammer in here. So that's what we're up against. And what we have in here, let me show you real quick, is a genuine Nissan fuel injector. So this is going to go back in, and all you have to do is just take the old one out. That's all. Yeah, right. Like, that's going to be easy. So let me get some tools. I had the cart out here earlier, but it rained last night, so I brought the cart in. We'll bring the cart back out. Let's see if we can get this injector out. I did tell him, if nothing else, we'll try to drill and put a screw in here and get a slide hammer and see if we can use a slide hammer to pull it out. But even then, I mean, this intake's just in the way. And that is like a major pain to get out. So we're going to leave it the way it is, and hopefully we can get this thing out. Alright, so for this step, we got the wood to pry on to give us some base for leverage. Got a vice grips on there. We're going to try with the pry bar to just pry it up out of there. May work, may not work. Got a different board under the intake. So let's give this a shot, see if it comes out. Well, this is fantastic news. I got it out. What I did was I drilled a hole in it. Took a chisel and tried to bend in a little bit of this edge. And then I was able to rock it back and forth and pull the injector out. We already know this one's no good. We hit it with voltage and it didn't do a thing. So I think it's time we get the new one in there and start the reverse process. Except I don't have the hardware because Jamie was going to get it. And he got stuck at work this morning, so I may run out and get some hardware. See if I can't put this thing back together. Well, I know you're not going to be able to see anything, but I mean, dropping this in is going to be pretty easy. Just want to get some oil on the O-rings. I like to use a lot of oil because oil's cheap. Tearing up O-rings and having to replace stuff is not cheap. There we go, got it all oiled up. Now this should pop right in. Actually, let me take it off the tripod so you can watch me pop it in. I know, like, this is going to be real exciting, right? Come on, get off the tripod. Alright. So we just pop this back in the hole. Oh, that was like way too easy. That's not going down. That's what we need the hardware for, to push it all the way down, I believe. But that should sit right in there. I'll go ahead and get the cap. I'd really like to push it all the way down first. There we go. That's almost all the way down. O-ring looks good all the way around. Alright, let's throw the cap on there and probably go get some hardware. Well, I didn't get what I wanted. I ended up getting Phillips panhead screws. I really wanted the Allens though. So the problem with these is we gotta try to get them started. They are gonna finish pushing the injector in as long as we get them started. There we go, I think we got it. Oh yeah, we got it. On this side. And of course the trick is to do one side, go back to the other side until you get all the way down. I'm getting excited now. I want to hear this thing run on all 6. I've only heard it run on 5. Well, I can't say that. Sometimes when you start it, it would run on 6, but it would shortly shift to running on 5. There's one. Come on. There we go. All right, there's number 2. And I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, that's from welding. And I hate to keep them bandaged up because I like the air to get to it, keep it nice and dry. But when you're working on stuff, you're always bumping it, and it keeps tearing the scab off. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that yet, but that's neither here nor there. That is done. I may take some brake cleaner and spray in here, just clean some stuff up. We'll get that rag out of there, we'll get that wood out of there, throw an intake gasket on it, drop the intake down, and we'll start buttoning this thing back up again. So of course the rain is back, and with the rain, you're not going to be able to see me torch these down. So we're just going to take these 6mm Allens, tighten them down. And the last one. Alright. The intake is back on. Now, see if we can remember where everything else goes. We'll leave the distributor cap off for now. We got the wire harness, got to go back on. I'll do that real quick, that's easy. One thing I'm not looking forward to though is the EGR. I managed to get it loose, but if you've ever dealt with EGRs before and that hard pipe, you know how much fun that is to put back in. So let's tighten this up real quick. I'm going to kind of avoid that for now. Come on, spark plug wires, get out of the way. Got a couple of grounds in the front. Put those back in. Because this is going into aluminum, I'm using the hand ratchet, not the powered stuff. Just to be safe, I don't want to over torque something, end up snapping some piece of aluminum off. Good, humidity is getting to the distributor cap. Clean that off. Or not the distributor cap, the distributor itself. And the rotor off. Close enough. Alright. So where were we? Let me show you that connection. Right in here. This is not going to be fun, but we're going to get the throttle body on so we can get that out of the way, and then we'll come in and get some more stuff. Okay, so we got the injectors in, intakes on. I did get the EGR hose on with no problem. Tighten up this coolant hose. We still got some electrical connections over here. We got the grounds. I gotta figure out what goes there. Probably this one right here. Which did we tucked it up under here to get it out of the way, and now it's not gonna go where it needs to go. Same thing with all this stuff. So this goes here. This gets plugged in here. Might help to plug it the right way. Come on, turn or something. You need to go that way. And then this little guy is going to go somewhere, I think to this. Yep. Looks familiar. There we go. Got that on there. Oh, this thing here, I believe is going to go on to, this is going to go like this. this goes here, that goes there. This little vacuum line goes down there. Alright, so we got that figured out. Let's throw these grounds in real quick, just to have them in. Got a couple of bolts left over right now. I'm not sure quite where they go, but hopefully we'll figure it out here soon. Oh yes, because grounds are so much fun, but necessary. We just had a big problem at work where something wasn't working right. You know, working on it for weeks, trying to figure it out, ended up being a bad ground. So make sure you get all your grounds on. The grounds are very important, especially with, you know, nowadays with as much electronics they put in, you definitely need good grounds. Back here, back in the day, it wasn't quite as important, but still. Oh, I don't want to put that on yet. I don't think. Let's clean up the distributor. We'll put the distributor cap on. We'll run the wires and see how much more we got left from there. Plug wires are in. If you've dealt with one of these before, you know what a pain number 6 is. You can't even see it. You're basically just kind of feeling around back there. I climbed on top of the engine, shined a flashlight down there, looked way in the back, was able to see the tip of the spark plug. So we got number 6 on. These two plugs are back in. Got this little hose that's got to go on here. It's going to be real fun because I remember what a pain it was to get off. So I know it's going to be real fun to get back on. All these little vacuum hoses and etc. Alright, so that wasn't too bad. Got that on. Throw the clamps on there real quick. Hopefully we can get it with this. Maybe. Maybe try the other one first. Just spinning it around so we can actually grab it. Oh yeah. If you don't have a set of these bent long pliers, I highly recommend you get a set. Very, very handy. Alright, that hose is on. Let's see what we got left. Not a whole lot. Oh, the throttle linkages. So I believe we're going over here. Wrap this around. This one here is our cruise control. So that goes to the front one. I'm sorry, it goes to the back one. Right, yeah, goes to the back one. In case you don't know how to tell them apart, if it rolls independently, that's your gas. The cruise control hits that one also and makes that go. So that's how you tell the difference between cruise control and throttle. So let me get them hooked up, and I know there's a couple little vacuum lines that need to go on this box down here, so we'll do them. And then we'll put this little thingy in. Yeah, and then we might be close to firing this thing up. Well, after fighting with this thing for a little bit, I finally decided to go clean up the threads because it just didn't want to go in right. Use a normal M6x1 should be it wants to go in crooked. Oh, there we go. Alright, we got it. I don't know what that was all about, but before it would seem like it starts going crooked, it'd tighten up really. I mean, we had probably a good 3/8 of an inch before this would bottom out. So I knew there was something wrong. That's the way nuts and bolts work. If you feel it getting tight before it's, before it should be, trust your instinct. Something's probably wrong. Now, let's go ahead and hook these linkages up. These were not fun to take out, by the way. Oh, a lot easier to put back in. Throttle on this side. Come on. There we go. Okay, put this back in. Let's use this so we can get it back in. Alright, tighten up our throttle linkage. Then we'll get to work on the other stuff. Alright, I got the key. Just going to cycle it a few times. Everything looks nice and solid so far. I don't really hear a fuel pump. I don't know if this one only provides fuel when you're cranking. So let's get out of here. Come on, back up. All right, so this thing had a dead miss. I mean, you could definitely know. So let me try starting it, see what it does. Injector leaking. And it's still got a miss. What is going on with this thing? I thought for sure that was going to be it. I know it's in cylinder number 2. Well, that actually made a difference. Maybe I don't have that plug wire on all the way. Because number 2 definitely had the miss before, and it is not it now. Number 6 is the problem. So, let me climb back there and make sure I got the plug wire on all the way. And see if we can figure out number 6. I pulled number 6 wire off, hooked it up to an old plug, and it was sparking. So we know we got spark. I'm going to pull the new plug out, do the same thing, hook it up to the wire, see if we got spark. And if we do, I'm going to put it back in and hook it back up and see what we get. All right, we got number 6 plug out. Let's see if this thing sparks. I'd say that one sparks just fine. All right, let's put it back in. Oops, sorry about the camera. And let's see what it does. I mean, it looks okay. I just put the number 6 plug back in. The wire definitely snapped on, so we should have spark in that cylinder. If not, is it an injector? Yep. Still got a miss. Let's see if it's number 6 still. Yep. Number 6. I really don't want to do another injector, but I've got a feeling that's where we're headed. Alright, so that's going to do it for this episode on the 1991 Nissan Pathfinder. Number 2 works fine now, however, now there's a miss on number 6. The plug has spark. Put the plug back in, put the wire on it. We did notice that we think that one was kind of dry when we took it out, so we're pretty sure we got another bad injector. And I don't know if I'm going to do another video, but next time we're going to do the same thing. Pull the intake off, replace the injector, put everything back together, and hopefully number 6 fires. Alright, until next time, keep the wheels down and keep your wrenches in motion.